Greetings to you all. I am HelDM.
Karysva.
And me.
Ah, she said it. Me.
Yeah, I'm Lizzie.
And somewhere deep in the mine, or where are you? Ah, there you are. And Lizzie, yay! Welcome back to Let's Something Vintage Story. We have updated to 1912. I keep saying 16. I don't know why.
It's the latest.
And the merry band is back together, and we've decided to record some more stuff for you people on the YouTubes. I do have a bit of the sniffles because of hay fever, but I'll try to keep that to a minimum. Yeah, so I was thinking we have a foundation of a house, but we should really try to do something with this foundation.
The other thing I was thinking, well, how about we make our place safe so we can just chill at night without having to worry about being overrun by drifters or wolves?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe try to finish this foundation house thing so we can be safe on top of the water.
Oh, yeah, how does spawning work? Is it light-based like Minecraft?
Nope.
No?
It's with temporal gear.
No, like the mob
Enemy spawning, yeah.
Like, in other words, what do we have to do
Oh.
to keep enemies from spawning inside a fence if we build one?
Unfortunately, I think nothing at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really sure.
Well, I have thought of one thing. I'm assuming that every mob needs a proper solid surface to spawn on, so like a grass or a stone block. And if you put down something like the barked branch or a slab or anything, then that doesn't count as a full block anymore, and they can't spawn on it. So basically the same principle as Minecraft.
Okay, yeah. Where I would make entire half-slab floors.
Yeah, that would be cool. So maybe we can put like half slabs on top of the foundation we've built here.
Then the only
What?
area we need to worry about is like a farm or something.
How about you just make them spawn on natural blocks and never on, like, player-placed ones?
Yeah, they're actually planned to be spawning like really way different, but we're just not that far yet. But yeah, I hope that maybe Tyron soonish kind of makes drifters spawn in a way that they were always supposed to spawn.
Oh, and because we
Which
updated
is
all the
not
mods,
randomly.
we can
I think
now do this.
I think the ideal, and I've always thought this about
Legend.
Minecraft too, would be if there were specific map features that they spawn from. So you can go around
Features.
destroying those, and then they'll just spawn at the nearest ones and pathfind towards you.
I like that too.
Cool.
Then you also have like a goal to make the place safe as you go out and you can actually find these ruins or other places where the mobs spawn, and you actually take them out, and then things are going to be more safe.
Saraty, do you have a hoe on you?
There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Alright, so shelter.
Well, before we build shelter, something that you wanted is some saws, right?
Yes, we do. Oh, you made a furnace, a forge. Who has the hammer? You have the hammer. Alright, yeah. Oh, I love the forging mechanic. Go for it.
And these
Do you-
are not the hammer.
Have you seen this mechanic yet, Lizzie? I think you did, right?
I see copygirl hammering.
And working the metal block by block into...
Work it. Oh, that. Okay, it's similar to other things in... Oh, that's... I see, saw blade. That makes sense.
Nice!
Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
I'll let you do it because it's literally just a bunch of hand movement.
Okay. Yeah, I always right click.
Same here. I make the same mistake. All the time. Alright, so...
Saraty,
Yeah.
I planted some sisal crops on the high fertility soil.
It's excellent. Yeah.
So only harvest them with a knife when they're fully grown.
Like harvest with knife. Got it?
Always harvest with a knife, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
And it doesn't matter which knife, right?
I don't think so. It's just the knife requirement. If they're fully grown, you get leaves, or at least on every stage you get leaves, but you only get seeds on the last stage with a knife.
Okay, so we just wait until they're fully grown, and then
Yeah.
we harvest the block that they stand on, right? Not just fruit.
No, really the plant itself you can harvest.
cool.
Okay, sure.
And you get, I think, at least 2 seeds per.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay.
Um,
So let's leave the rest of the space for more sizzle plants, right?
yes. Or maybe other stuff. We should work on crop rotations at some point. But just to point out to the viewers a small piece of difference. If you look at the bottom, at the top of my screen, you can see soil, nutrient levels, and growth speed. Is this medium fertility soil, Saraty?
It was medium fertility.
Yeah, so medium fertility soil has 50% nutrient levels of the N, P, and K values, and growth speed of 90%. The high fertility soil has 75% of all the nutrients and 100% growth speed. Can you hoe a low fertility area for a sec here? Somewhere?
I think you can.
The hose in
yeah.
the tool rack.
Oh, the hose on tool rack, okay. Because I want to know how much low fertility actually sucks.
Got it.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you, like, I don't know, I don't care, like this area right over here. Okay, yeah, that area, that's fine. So this is 25%. Wow, this is terrible. This has 60% growth speed. You don't want to grow your crops on the low fertility. High fertility is really
Not at
rare,
all.
but medium fertility is okay if you don't have any high fertility around. But yeah, once you get this, value it because it's very precious. And during time, these nutrient levels will degrade because the plant soaks them up, and you need to like plant different types of plants that suck up different type of nutrients, and then at some point you need to let the land lay fallow for a bit to regain all their nutrients. So yeah, it's really cool.
Exactly.
Also,
you can grow pretty much everything on a medium, I think.
Meow, meow. I found dead chicken.
Yeah. Ooh,
This is
nice.
good.
nice.
I'm hopeful.
Food.
Hell, you can show something to the viewers.
Yeah. What's that? You gave me
The
sisal leaves?
one sisal leaf and a hand hammer. Put the hand hammer above the leaf in the crafting grid.
Oh, sisal fibers.
Yes.
And with those
And
fibers...
If you put 3 on the top together, you get thread.
Oh, this is in the update. You can now click and drag so it fills the... Oh, it spreads the items automatically in the crafting grid. I love it.
But yeah, so if you put 3 of them next to each other in the grid, you get the thread.
Yes, got it.
And then if you have 4 threads and you put them in a square, you get the twine.
Oh, perfect. Oh, gosh, I'm so happy with this update now.
Oh, by the way, I had 96 leaves, which turned into 128 twines.
Wow. That's really neat. There you go. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you that one. Oh, no. Well, yeah, well, you can have that one, but you can have that one as well. Yeah, that's fine. I got enough, thank you.
I have plenty, so.
Alright,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
where do we want the twine?
I found some ore indicators pretty much just west of us. Is that somewhere we already mined?
Or indicators as in like pebbles on the ground?
Yeah. Or pebbles. I also found another dead chicken. Here you go.
You can try mining a few blocks under, and
I'll let
I'll do it.
record run, but I need to peek out for 1 minute. 1 second.
So I put all the sisal twines in the basket near the farmland
all right.
for now.
By the way, can I have a shovel or anything like that?
Shovel.
I don't
Yeah,
have an extra shovel. I could
have
probably
one.
make one.
Where are you? Lizzie?
I'll come back. I was just
I
west.
see you
Yay.
here. There you go.
Those fireballs were already fired.
Thank you.
Fireballs.
Welcome.
Yeah, someone put the already hardened balls in the fire pit.
Oh,
Oh,
fireball.
What
it was
you,
me.
Saraty? Wait. That's something I actually wanted to do, though. To check it out.
Damn it. Sorry.
Sheesh.
Okay, I was confused because I couldn't
No fighting.
take out the meal with those balls, so I thought maybe they're not fired.
Huh.
Can you take out the meal in the bowl? Or with the bowl from the pot?
I don't have a bowl.
Doesn't work for
Is
me.
there a bowl?
All right, I'm back.
No, it doesn't do it for me either.
Sorry. Okay, so that must be broken.
So is this still an old one from the pre-patch, or
I made a new meal today.
is it maybe the bowl, the pot itself that was broken?
It might be. Interesting.
Yeah, we could try like different kinds of bowls, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Plus medium fertility. Need to find some better fertility soil.
Whew, all right.
Welcome back.
Oh, Mac.
Yeah, that was bad news. So yeah. All right. Let's carry on. What did I miss?
The only thing is that I put the sisal twine in the basket near the crops.
All right.
And then some little things that weren't really that
Cool.
important.
Okay.
The chicken is becoming smelly.
Ew, somebody process it.
There's no knife.
Just eat it raw.
Actually, there's a knife.
Okay, I have a knife, so I can just use the knife on it.
You have a knife.
I got the knife.
Now
that's
this
four.
is a knife.
10 points if you get that reference. All right, shall we make it? Is spoiling of food a thing yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, phew, okay.
So why does it get smelly if it can't spoil?
It's just the carcasses on the ground. I think they do.
Oh.
That's what Neolithic mod added. And the food spoilage is not in this version yet.
Please add a refrigerator before spoiling.
A refrigerator, really? Do you think we'll have a fridge? Maybe like a food basement or something? Food cellar?
There
Well,
are
there could be an
natural
ice
ways to
box where you go
actually,
mine ice.
I
There
would love to
are
have icebox.
there are
Really?
real life ways of making ice without a fridge, basically outside.
Yeah, and also you can. There's different ways to, like in Terraformacraft, you could dig a cellar, and it would just be colder in the cellar because it's away from, I don't know, away from the sand.
Yeah, from the sun and such. Yeah.
And apparently, like if you build really high up, so some people would just build like a tower of blocks and ladders on the side, and just go to the world height and would store their food there because naturally it's colder there. It's like at the highest point of the world, right? It's like
Guilty. Oh no, it's getting dark again.
right. I'll make some shovels for y'all.
Yay.
But I need medium fertility soil. Oh, that's
Okay,
wolf.
I will put all the meat back in a chest so you guys can fry it directly and eat because the meals don't seem to work, unfortunately.
Oh,
Oh no!
Like some meals, but
Is that is that a vintage
just the-
thing?
There's different tool crafting now. Look at this, HelDM.
Oh, what's that?
Like this is the finished shovel head.
Whoa, that's a lot of granite you need to nap out. Oh wow. Oh cool.
And
That's
then
really
you need to
nice.
add the other ingredients to it. Right clicking, I believe.
Yeah, right click with debarked very thin branch or large bone for next step. Oh wow, yeah.
wait a minute. This
Oh yeah,
is
we should make it out of bone.
is this a new crafting now?
Yeah, I have something. Okay, so right click. Look!
Oh my god! Oh my god, that is so cool!
And
I
now
have the sinew.
okay,
how do you do that?
and now right click with the sinew.
Oh,
Oh, you do everything on the ground.
Yeah.
Sinew thread. Is that
No.
That is so nice.
Somebody's throwing a lot of ore at me.
I'm helpful.
Oh,
I'm a
thank
good
you.
kitty.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Wow, so somebody have sinew or something?
It
Wait.
said, like, usually it was sinew thread, wasn't it? I guess it's just sinew that you add to
Yeah, that's it. And now we can pick it up.
I have sinew.
Cool.
Have sinew.
Alright, so once you've crafted it, wow, this is really cool and interesting and new. So once you've crafted it, you right click with the branch,
Oh, damn it, I wanted to add a bone.
What's going on?
and then we take the sinew right in front of your nose on the ground. And now it's a shovel.
That's amazing.
No more crafting
That's
in a
really well
crafting
done.
grid for this. I love it.
And
Wow.
apparently now all of the tools are actually blocks.
Oh, Saraty gave me. Here, Saraty, do you want your shovel back? Wait, I have 3
Oh,
shovels.
I didn't know you had a shovel already.
I would
sorry.
appreciate one shovel, maybe.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 shovels. I'll keep the one you gave me since that's the one that has
I'll take
durability
a
lost.
shovel and put it on the wall.
Thank you.
Nice.
I just put one extra on wall in case anybody needs.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah. Woohoo.
Perfect. Thank
It's
you.
Sahfy.
Yay!
We are
Body power.
recording.
We have a late journey to our episode.
Hi. The Sahfy has joined.
And the Sahfy has left.
And the Sahfy has left.
And joined again.
Hi.
Well, we couldn't do a sound test here, so...
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. All right, so now we have a saw. We can start thinking about shelter. What do we want to do? I'm open for suggestions because apparently this foundation is totally useless.
Can I have torches?
What do you
Yes.
mean useless? Oh yeah, of course.
You
You can
have
build stuff on
torches.
top of it.
Yay. Whoa, so many.
We should have shot her both with torches.
So, what can we build on this if we want to build here, or what other shelter are we going to build? Because I tried making a
You know
wall
my
here.
opinion about building here.
Sorry?
You know my opinion about building not at spawn.
Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
What?
There's a lot of animals in the hole here.
Can we go to spawn then with copygirl?
We could move. We could make chests and move pretty much everything important that we have.
Yeah, we could.
Does
Hi.
anybody not want to?
Me.
How come?
But I guess I'm the only one.
Yeah, I'm in the go back to spawn camp now. I guess
I
I'm
would-
tired of the discussion.
There's one thing that'll convince me to not want to live at spawn, and that's if everybody can get a hold of the set your spawn thingies. But otherwise, it seems like we're just hamstringing ourselves.
That's something I wanted to ask. Yeah, shall we just spawn those in at some point? Just
Yes.
for recording's sake, so we can at least stay here.
Yes.
Yes.
And then after that, we can like make this a temporary base and maybe move closer to spawn in a bigger house. But for
Yeah,
now,
I mean, to be fair, it's an early access game, and I think we can reasonably consider the way the spawn point thingies drop to be a
Yeah.
mechanic that needs to be adjusted.
Yeah.
so I'll spawn in some. We
or
need
or
6,
just have
right?
alternative ways of spawning. Like the gears could set like a spawn point, like an extra like spawn point that you can choose, and then you can sleep in a bed or something like that, and that'll set like an alternative spawn point, but we only can have
Oh.
one of each. Also,
Maybe guys something with update. That
and
would
then maybe
be-
you could like if you could make teleporters in vanilla, then maybe that becomes another spawn point. So if you set your spawn point at like your base, but you slept in your friend's house, but then you traveled to another friend's house and then you died, you could spawn close to your friend's house that
Alright.
you used the teleporter from or something.
Here's another
I
suggestion.
got gears. Gather around, people.
If
I
you're-
got gears.
If you have some if you have something like beds or some kind of construction you build at home as a spawn point, then the advantage of the gears could simply be that they don't require your construction to stay intact, so you can set a spawn point anywhere that can't be tampered with, but you could still set a spawn point that can be tampered with by just building one.
Yeah. I guess there are lots of routes to go.
I guess I'll just set my spawn point in this little
I'm gonna set my spawn point here, right next to the bed.
I'm definitely not against the multiple spawn points at once thing, but then you need some kind of a spawn point chooser UI. But there are games that have that, like Ark, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
It's already behind you. There's a gear on the floor, right next to the silver wolf belt. There you go.
I'm more for a single spawn point at a time.
I have like a question mark in my inventory.
Oh yes, that's because of the updates.
I can replace that if you want with a tool again.
Would you like the gear there?
No, you can have it because I made one for everybody.
Yay, thank you. Saraty just gave me one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. What does this
Saraty?
do?
Here,
If you sneak and hold right click onto the ground for some time, it will set your spawn point there, so you'll respawn.
Yes.
Do we want to like build a house first and decide exactly where we want these?
Well, we can spawn them in again. Behind you. Behind you. No.
So I should make a tower like
Okay.
super high and then set my spawn point. It's like an infinite.
Yeah, that one was meant for Carrie.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here.
Yay.
Okay, I'm gonna set it right here, next to the bushes. There we go. Now I respawn here.
The temporal gear effect is sure cool.
Yeah! Particles and everything. I love it.
I think this is my first time activating one, or maybe it didn't have the effect before.
I
That's
think
fancy.
this is the first gear you ever had, probably.
You're probably right.
They're quite
These
rare.
are rare.
So yeah, that might be maybe maybe it would be a good idea to like make something your fixed spawn and use the temporal gears to get like a second or third spawn and such. I don't know.
Alright.
Anyways, alright. So shelter then, close by. Are we going to use the foundation or are we
So one way
gonna
you
build
could
somewhere
see
else?
it is you build your base at home, and maybe there's some infrastructure you have to build to have a normal permanent spawn point, and it takes up some space or something like that, and it could be messed with. But then the gear could be seen as more like what you use to create a spawn point when you're out on an adventure and you need a safe point.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like a mobile spawn point, yeah. Why did you just vomit up, Sahfy?
I can still replace your
I don't know.
question mark if you'd like.
Lump of fat and animal tendons. Ew. That's gross. I think you had axes in your inventory, right?
Also, something
yeah.
something that's interesting from another game in Eco. I think the subtitle of the game is like Global Survival or something like that, which is a game I really need to play. Maybe we need to play it together. Sahfy, be careful. There is a mechanic where if you have like basically owning a house and having multiple rooms that function different things, like having a bathroom and a living room and a bedroom, gives you extra points. It's an interesting mechanic because it actually like requires people or not requires people, but gives people a benefit for having a house and makes people actually interested in building a community. So it could be that if you actually have a house and own a house, there's a bedroom in that house that the game recognizes as a bedroom, that could become a spawning point, and you can have multiple houses in different places, and each of the rooms could give you like a slight benefit.
Yeah, that does sound interesting.
Or do you recognize that it's a bedroom, like with some certain blocks inside, or like
Yeah, I mean, if there's a bed block inside and not any of the other like defining blocks, like not like a stove or something, or maybe a stove for.
But if you just place a bed on empty space, it can then also become a bedroom, but it's not quite a bedroom. Like it needs to be more than that.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be like an enclosed space, and the game could recognize that, and then it could keep track of that enclosed space, and if it changes, then it either becomes a bigger space or it invalidates, doesn't work anymore. Or
Interesting.
It would be probably difficult to tell the player what is a valid room and what isn't, and stuff like that.
Drifter.
But yeah, that's something to consider. So it's something I'm like, this is what widget stories should definitely do, but like this is like an interesting mechanic that a different game uses.
Carrie, Drifter behind you.
That sounds
Get out of the water.
indeed.
I thought you could pick up drifters.
And anything that encourages people to build like communities with actual houses that look interesting, have multiple rooms, multiple functional rooms. Like
That sounds nice.
it's an interesting thing, an interesting mechanic.
I've got an idea, by the way, to respond to the possibility that those gears are too rare to be plausible to use for adventuring. What if there was some kind of technology you can craft using materials that you can farm that lets you pick one of those gear spawn points back up so that you can keep using the same gear?
Oh wow, yeah.
That sounds actually very nice.
Thank you.
It does.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
Possibly an item that has durability, where if you actually go to your known gear spawn location, you can like take the temporal, the ephemeral gear back out of the ground.
we
That would be
did
work.
actually plan it to be a device.
Ah.
sort.
Does anybody still need a gear? Because I have one left in my inventory. Did everybody set their spawn
No,
point?
thank you.
I did.
I have.
I set mine right here in the water. You know?
So you can get wet feet, cold wet feet when you like respawn. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to save the shelter for the next episode because it's about time again.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah, half hours go quick. So I guess this was just a little walk and talk, just familiarizing ourselves with like new features and like talking about the game and stuff. That's good. It's good.
Well, I expanded the farm a bit.
Yeah, you did. Moist farmland. Moist. I don't really like a word moist. What do you think about the word moist?
I thought we're not supposed to
Why
talk.
not?
I'd get in trouble if I brought up that conversation.
I just don't like the word moist. I just don't like the way how it sounds.
Sure you don't.
Well, they used to have something called bushmeat. Yeah.
Get it from bushes?
Yeah. Well,
Do we still
no.
have something called the bushmeat, or is that just like it could just be Neolithic changing the names?
Yeah,
of the
Neolithic
items?
changed the name, but it was like a meat that dropped from wolves and such.
Meat.
I thought bushmeat just means like small critters.
I think that's why it's called bushmeat.
I had a whole
Although,
different
like,
kind of.
I guess the bushmeat, like, instead drops from the
From wild animals.
the hostile
Yeah.
animals and the like friendly-ish animals. They will drop like regular meat. That
That's
isn't
weird.
bush.
I guess it was
Oh.
supposed to be
They don't
something
live in
like
a bush.
wild meat or such.
Now I want to make another reference, but I'm not allowed to talk about politics.
Ooh, yeah, be careful about that.
Alright, stop this episode right here. Stop it.
Well, we only have a few minutes left, so we might as well. So let's gather soon again to do another episode of Let's Something. Sorry it was kind of short, Sahfy. We'll try to make a longer episode when you join next time.
I thought you were going to say let's gather to do Vespers.
Vespers?
Yeah, it's a song we used to sing at night around the campfire in the Boy Scouts.
Oh, I've never been in the Boy Scouts, so yeah. I just like the fact that Safy's still carrying around a question mark.
She likes
I
it.
think it kind of fits me.
I knew you were going to say that.
I offered to replace it, you know.
Alright, so I'm going to end it here. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
Goodbye,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
watching. Bye.